Morning. What's up, everybody? Hunter, what's up? Lauren, what's up? Let me know how the audio sounds. Should be good. Should be good. There we go. So I named this the Typhon Gets a Servo, but I forgot I did that last week. I swapped the one in the Notorious, and I already put the one that was in the Notorious into the Typhon. Sounds good. Sweet. Yeah, I already put a servo in the Typhon. I didn't even realize before I went hit go live. I looked, I was like, oh shit, I did that last week. So this is ready to go, honestly. It's honestly a super impressive buggy. This is the this is the roller version when it first came out. It's got the M2C chassis on it now because I did end up bending it. But if you go back and watch some of the old videos, the shit this thing went through is nuts. Look at the couch it's taken out of this. Damn. Goes to show you what I put this thing through. But yeah, we got the M2C braces in it now, the pin retainers, the chassis, uh, hot racing front and rear metal bulkheads. That was the one thing when it was bone stock. I kept breaking bulkheads. You really want one? It's a beast, dude. Just bone stock, the TLR Typhon. Um, it's honestly super impressive. It jumps like a buggy, but it can also do backflips. It's insane. It's a it's a hell of a rig. It really is. Even without upgrades or nothing, it's a beast. Absolute beast mode. But yeah, it sucks. I could have swore I had to put the server on here. I don't think I did that live. I think I did after I ended the live last weekend. Putting the reefs in the Notorious. I think I just did this off camera. I think. Totally forgot I did that. But um I had the stock I had the what was it? The infraction stock ESC in there. That ended up shorting out and overvolting my servo, and I blew like two servos in it. So I ended up just putting a Spectrum 6S back in there, the new black version, because I'm actually impressed with how they have these tuned now. They're actually real smooth and stuff. These are actually pretty solid. I was surprised. So I just ended up putting that back in. But yeah, it's absolute tank, dude. If you guys don't have one and you're looking for a buggy, it's an impressive little rig. Get you some what are these? Badlands. If you're gonna like bash, and it's a tank, dude. Absolute tank. What are you guys up to this weekend? Let me see. Put this away. Because like I said, I could have swore I had to put the servo in there. Let's see what we got up here. The what's the name? ESD. I was doing some part stuff after the live last weekend to for the XRT because I want to get my XRT back out, but I want to put the stock motor in and mount stuff. And I had all the parts picked and stuff, but um, nobody but Traxxas has the motor right now, and it's more expensive directly through Traxxas. I'm waiting on Burnsy to get back to me. My buddy Burnsy, if you guys know him, he used to be in videos when I lived up in Jersey. He uh he has a bunch of X Maxes and stuff. and he said he might have motor mounts and a motor. So I'm just waiting for him to get back to me. He's been busy, but hopefully he has one because I need to get the XRT back out. I have 4S, Jado, VXL, 4x4. I love it, but I want the Typhon too. Yeah, Typhon, even the RTR is 6S out of the box. How is that, Jado? How's it handle and stuff? Yeah, the Typhon's sick. But yeah, vacation's almost over. Sad, sad day. I go back Tuesday. But yeah, those Jados look pretty solid. I have like the old Nitro Jado. Yeah, I really want to run my XRT, but I need to get those parts. But nobody has the. It was I need the motor mount, a motor, and I need the gear cover for the top. And nobody has the motor, which sucks. That's why I'm hoping Burnsy has them because he has so many parts and stuff for those. But we'll see because that truck's so much fun to run. Let's move this out of the way. Let's throw. Don't want my stat up there. Oh, boom. Off-road infraction. Looks stock, but it's lifted like an inch or more. See that ground clearance on there? Boom. And that was the goal. I want to keep it looking stock. And then on the inside of here, modified these to keep all the gunk out. Shout out to MQC. Avery had a spare set laying around, and I didn't trim them like you're supposed to. I trimmed them how I want them to fit. But yeah, we're gonna get this out today. Do some testing on it. Should be about there though. Um, I drilled holes for the shocks so they still have the same geometry, like, and handles the same. It's just lifted now, so it should absolutely be a beast. Oh man, that Jada is awesome. Does need a sway bar kit for better. Or does it? Okay. Just need a heat sink with a fan. I'm using it last summer and it kept overheating. Yeah, I gotcha. Dude, a lot of the Traxxas stuff don't come with fans already installed. It's always like an add-on. That's why I was surprised when that mini Creighton came with a mini heat sink and fan. But yeah, I want to run this today. We'll get down my dirt road a ways and do some off-road. That's what it was made for. Because if you guys don't know, these are sick. Like real low. Because they're obviously for like a street car. So I made it more like a rally truck. It's 90 degrees. Yeah, it's going to happen. But yeah, this was always in my. I was always thinking about how I can lift it, and I think I did well because everybody I've seen that lifted these put wider arms on them, and it doesn't look like an infraction anymore. This still looks like an infraction, handles like an infraction. Like obviously, if you're gonna go 100 plus, you're gonna not do it because it's sitting too high. It's not low to the ground anymore. But rally truck, dude. I had to do some trimming on the bottom. I drilled holes to relocate the shocks. Again, it's the same angles and stuff, so it sits the same. But I had to trim back here these plastic bits here so the arms could droop down more. I backed up the droop screws all the way and then cleared out here. Honestly, if Arma had these removable and then you just adjust your shocks, you can have street mode and off road mode. It's literally all they'd have to do is make these removable and just add an extra hole for your shocks, and you can lift the whole thing like an inch or more. Yeah, dude. Again, it was a lot of like sitting, sipping a beer, and just looking, and like, all right, if I do this, and then eventually I was like, all right, screw it, let's drill holes and make it work. And I think it came out pretty solid. And again, shout out to MTC for sending these fender flares out in or inner fenders because it if you guys go watch one of the tests, it was completely filled with grass. Obviously, it's going to happen still, but it's going to be way less. So that should help a lot. Help keep that gunk out of there. But again, all Arma has to do is add a hole, add a little bit more meat on the shock towers because it's kind of close to the edge, but it's plenty strong enough, and the rear is no issue. And then make removable panels underneath and have on road and off road mode, and it'd be perfect. Jeremy, what's up, buddy? Bob, what's up, dude? But yeah, it was pretty easy. I had to buy a new front shock tower because I was a little off with one of my holes. So I ended up just for a test. Is this one of them? No, this is for the. This is the Notorious. I don't know where it's at, but I had to oblong it out just for a test, and then I made a better template and stuff, and used my drill press, and it's honestly really like perfect. It's even. Yeah, I'm pumped to get this out today. I had this set up for 8S, but I think today we're gonna run it on 6S, just to see what it's like. It's gonna be sick. I also did the fishing line trick with the tires because it kept blowing off the rims. Hopefully they stay together now. It looks like one of the fishing twines came off because I've never done it before, so I kind of just wung it. But overall, man, this thing should be a beast. I forget where this 8S motor came from, what it came off of. I have another one here. I think this is the same. No, this is a. There's a 1250 kV in here now, and I have 1100 kV here. We'll see how. Maybe we'll swap it out eventually to 1100. But 1250, a little more grunt, might be actually pretty good. I think this is from the Creighton. When I was doing the Mega Creighton build, I just bought uh, a new Creighton, never even ran it, took all the electronics out. I'm pretty sure this is where this motor came from. Do a 12S and fraction. Dude, it's not. You'd have to get a chassis and stuff. You'd have to do some stuff to make it work. I like where it's at on 8S. Um, 12S, I like the bigger rigs would be 12S. This it would be nuts though. I've seen people do it, but nah, dude, not mine. Mine's a rally truck meant for off road. Would be sick though. Not much, just chilling. Yeah, we're gonna get this out today. I think this 6S pack is charged, so she'll be ready to boogie in there. All ass off road. I'm gonna say I'm really happy with how it came out. Even with a battery in there, it doesn't sag too much. Even with the two 4S 10,000 miles I run in there, like pretty good. Because I really wanted a rally truck and nobody made one I liked, so I made one myself. And I'm pretty sure the body still fits decently. I had to move the body post pretty much all the way up. Yep. So it still looks like an infraction. Like if you're just walking by, you'd be like, oh, it has knobby tires on it. And then you're like, oh, wait, that has a lot more ground clearance than it normally does. My trimming sucked here, but I have a brand new body. I can make it look nice. But testing purposes, I wasn't too worried about how clean the body cuts were, especially how I'd be on my rigs. But this should be just enough to boogie. It's dusty as hell, man. Where I live, everything gets super dusty. They live on dirt roads, so everybody driving by and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna run this today. I think I'm not 100% sure if this is on a dock controller or is it on a. It might. I don't know. I don't know if it's on the Noble or not. Oh no, it's not rubbing. These in here, there's clearance. Oh, wrong camera. In there, it clears. It's good. And then in the front here, there's plenty of room. But yeah, I tested it like that, and it rubs a little, but really not bad. I'm just gonna call that self clearing. And worst comes to worst, I'll just cut this back end out right here just a little bit, like on a curve, and it'll won't do it. But these don't turn or nothing, obviously. So and these don't expand too much, so it should be okay. No, you're good, Hunter. But I'm not sure if this is on the. It says I have the infraction on here, but I could swear I put this back to stock. Actually, I could just look back on. Let's uh, let's plug it in, and I don't know if it's on the Noble or not. Okay. No, I think I put it back to stock. My dog heard it beep, and now he comes running in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put this back to stock. Question is, where did I put that controller? Probably in this controller drawer. That's the Outcast 4S. Oscar, get. Get. I don't know what this is for. It's up here. Move. Yeah, here we go. Distance says infraction on it. Really need to get some double A's, man. If you guys are just joining me, this is my lifted infraction. I managed to keep it looking stock and lift it about a little over an inch to make a rally truck. Let's see. It should be on this controller. Because if it is, I need to delete it off the Noble just so I don't mix it up again. My dog's going to come running back in here. He might bark. Freak out. That's those power hobby servos, dude. How fast that is. That's nuts, dude. And again, they're relatively inexpensive. And that's a stock controller too. No. Don't want my dog freaking out. Early morning, something light. Like a Bush Light is a good morning beer, good breakfast beer. Yeah, we're gonna get this out today. Yeah, yeah. That makes a world of difference, man. You want a rally truck, you can mod these. RC guy coming to visit the small guys. Look at him. Big time. Mr. Big Time. My K&N RC? You mean my DBXL? Uh, the 12S DBXL I converted? It's still over there. Couriers Light. Telling you, that makes such a world of difference, man. That little bit more. So she said. And they can really make it on road or off road. All they have to do is add those extra holes and just make these so they're removable panels. So you don't have to cut it like I did. And then off road mode, take the panels off, move the shocks. On road mode, put the panels back on and move the shocks up. And you have the best of both worlds then. Yeah, I still got it. It's over there. That last one at the end there. It's the 12S DBXL. And then the 12S Mega Creighton is next to it. Samuel Adams, American Light for the AM. Nice. But yeah, I haven't. When was the last time I ran that DBXO? Been a minute. I haven't ran it in a while. That was a cool build. Why are you blurry? Stop being blurry. It don't. The cameras don't like when you move them that much. It should be unblurry soon. Sorry, I'm watching the delay. There we go. There's my hand. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, when you move these around fast, they like to blur out on you. What are you getting into, RC guy? Like I said, Mr. Famous over here, showing the little guy some love. There's something up with his back. I don't know if the shot tower might be tweaked a little, or I mean the body post, because the shot tower is straight, but it fits. Move it back just a smidge. Look at this little baby bucket, $1.90. I had nothing in it yet, but I was like, for $1.90, I'd be stupid not to get it. Working on FMS MT10. Nice. Slash, what's up, man? Slash, do you wear like a top hat and play guitar? But yeah, I really think after today's run, I think she's going to be pretty dialed. These tires came off of the Typhon that was just on the bench. Um, I'm a big fan of the Badlands, and I think for a rally truck, they should be. Honestly, I really think it's going to be pretty dialed now. It's just you can tell I'm like ADHD. I'll like work on something, and then I'll work on something else, and then I come back to something else, and then I'm like, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, a beer, ooh, candy. And I'm all over the place, man. I can't find one for my small head. Damn. This is not a beer. This is Echelon. It's an energy drink. It's from a podcast that I love. A bunch of them are veterans, and they started a energy drink. It's called Echelon, and like it's not. It doesn't make you all jittery and stuff. These are actually really really good. They're they have like solid stuff in it too. Vitamin C, has magnesium, potassium. They're they're decent. And like I said, they don't make me jittery like other ones. Not a sponsor. I freaking wish. Back in the day when I was the HD Pop Bucket full size were 89 cents, and big money over here spending $2 on the toy Lowe's. But it's not toy. It's gonna have something. It's like my mini toolboxes. I have one, two, three, four. I have 5 mini toolboxes, and they all have stuff in them, and they're so convenient. And this, I just haven't found nothing yet. It will be used for something. Back in my day, it's called inflation guy. You know what I mean? Not all of us could have bought a house for $4.75. What's that? Toys that can toss in it. Toys. I'm so confused, guy. How many of those morning beers did you have? It looks like M2C is making he posted on Facebook yesterday. It looked like shock shafts out of the machine. Hopefully they're for the mini. I have no idea though. Honestly, I don't know. They look like they're for the mini. One of my feet came off of my chair. Not enough, right? Let me just get this foot back on my chair so that I don't tip over. I don't think you can, guy. Oh, it might. But yeah, if you want to support good guys, they raise a lot of money for veterans. A lot of them are veterans. If you guys are into the Second Amendment stuff, um, there's donut operators part of it. Brandon Herrera, uh, the fat electrician, Eli Double Tap, great dudes. I don't know them personally, but I watch all their stuff and their podcasts, and this is their company. Legit dudes. They also raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for autism research and stuff. They're just a good dudes, man. And again, it's not like I get them for free. I buy them right off their website. I think it comes to like $3 a can, which is like average if you go to a gas station. So, and like I said, I don't get that weird shake and like shit like that with them. They're really good. I got sunburn on top of my head. It hurts like hell. But yeah, I like I said, I named it the Typhon Gets a Servo, but I totally forgot I did that after the live last week. So I really don't have nothing to wrench on until I get again. I really want to get parts for that XRT, man, but nobody has the motor. I really need Birdsey to come through clutch with that. I went and got some coolant for the side by side this morning from the Polaris dealership. I know I could just use antifreeze, but I like to keep all their stuff in it because it's still under warranty. So if I have any issues, they can't be like, "Well, you used this and you didn't use Polaris oil or coolant in this." Uh, yeah, I did. So they can't argue nothing with that. Well, shit, man, I really thought I had to put that servo in. I really don't have. I hate doing these without having something to do. I'm sorry, guys. I had to pay for the XRT motor. It was too. Yeah, dude. They're on Jenny's. They're cheaper, but even Jenny's don't have the motors at the moment because I need the motor mount, the motor, and I need the gear cover for the top of the gears. Double smash that thumbs up. Yeah, that'll work, man. Either way. The XRT motor is like 200 something bucks, dude. If you get it from Traxxas or other places, and then on Jenny's they're cheaper, but they don't have them at the moment. I I killed a wasp nest. I was like fixing a screen on my back porch, and there was a wasp nest up there. I used a 2x4 and I smushed them, and it fell. And I was like, all right. And I put my hand in my pocket later when I was painting my trailer. I felt something in there. I pulled it out, and the dead wasp fell in my hoodie pocket, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, 250 plus, man. It's nuts for that motor. And I have motors around here. I have 1100 kV here, and I have other ones, but I want to do it stock. But man, it's so crazy. Ghost motor. Yeah, I have an 1100 kV Spectrum motor here, but I want to use their mount, and I have the M2C mount for it. But there's certain things I like to keep stock, and I like the stock motor in it, and it's just so expensive, dude. That's why I'm hoping Burnsy comes in clutch, because he says he thinks he has all the shit. Because he has probably like 7X Maxes, a couple XRTs, and he's always trading and has a bunch of spare parts and stuff. So a Hornet, nah, dude, those don't bother me. It was spiders. Now you show me a big ass spider, I'll scream like a little girl. A performance motor by Castle. Yeah, it really is. But you know, that's what it is. If you were there, I would, dude. Yeah, I'm a big baby when it comes to spiders, man. Nuh-uh. Homie, don't play that. There's like a really old live in my old shop, my old 10 by 10 shed, where I'm like talking and I see this giant spider, and I legit dropped an F bomb. I think it's like one of the only F bombs I dropped during a live. And I was like, oh, beep. And I was like, and I like smushed it. And I was like, sorry guys, but I don't mess around with spiders. The spiders are not cool, dude. Nope. People are like, they'll eat bugs and stuff. Nah, I don't care. Nuh-uh. Smush them. I'll kill them with fire. I'll poison them. Mm-mm. Nope. I don't mess with spiders. I had my old AC unit back here because I got a new one on the house, and I was doing something on the back of the garage, and I seen a big spider crawl out of it, and that's when I started up the tractor, and I picked the whole AC unit up, smashed it on the ground a few times, and then loaded it into the truck, and then took it right to the dump and pushed it off into the dump, just because I seen a big ass spider. It's like, nah, I don't mess around. No. Yeah, dude, I agree with you, Slash. Absolutely. It's just certain things I like to keep stock. Somebody I know blew up the motor in it when he came to visit. Mr. KGM himself, maybe, blowed it up. That motor was on its way out, though. It's not his fault, really. That thing was overheated so many times. It just so happened that when he was playing with it, that's when the motor decided to smoke. 800 kV. Yeah, I run 800 kV in my Outcast 8S. I have an 800 kV in something else too. I had an 800 kV in the Baja, the electric Baja I have. I like 800 kV. I like that low end grunt of the, especially in the heavier trucks, because it gives it that lighter truck feel in the air because it's so low end grunt. You don't have as much top end speed, but you can mess around with some gearing. But I like the low end grunt in big heavy trucks because you get that snappiness. All them things can live outside once they come in, lose their value and decrease it. Yeah, to CCSP. Yeah, absolutely. I don't mess around with them. Nope. I actually have a giant jug of poison. Just it's a specifically for it has like spiders on it and stuff. It's like quote unquote formulated, but poison's poison, I think. But yeah, I have it there in case I ever see one encroach my area. But again, you can get that XRT motor from Jenny's for cheaper. It's just they don't freaking have them. At least last time I checked. And other than that, I don't. Yeah. And then I do. I might. I'm trying to think because the Revo. I think the Revo needs an ESC. I don't have good luck with Traxxas ESCs. They just want to say hi. Yeah, well, I say bye real quick. There was a huge one near my old, well, the shed that used to be right here. I moved it to the tree line. Um, it was huge, and I pulled out one of my Second Amendment things and sent it to hell where it belonged. I don't mess around with them, dude. Yeah, I was walking by the shed one day and it was there. It was huge. I was like, nope, do not mess with them. All kinds of thorns. Where are they getting thorns from? It's gonna be like 80 today. It's gonna be beautiful. It's chilly right now, but I need to work on one. I gotta clean up in here a little bit, and then I want to do work on some stuff for lives. Try to figure out some nicer transitions, maybe. They don't have to be great, but because we got these, boom, boom, and they fade to black because the way I had this set up, I have all three going to one hub, and there's only one wire plugged in my laptop that has the HDMI for the TV, Ethernet, all the cameras, all that stuff's in one thing. It's just one plug that goes in my laptop. But OBS doesn't like running the cameras all on at the same time. So when I transition to each one, they fade to black because each camera turns off when you go. Because if you have more than two cameras, you'll start getting all choppy and stuff because it's trying to film all three at once, even though they're not on screen. So I have them set to as I change, they turn off, so it's not overloading OBS. And I can go up, I can add like a shit ton of cameras now because they turn off as I swap. So if you guys are interested in something like that, something to keep in mind. After you eat them, ugh, nah, dude, nah, I don't mess around. Hell no. Yeah, dude, Chuck Norris dying. It's crazy. I don't think he died. I just think he beat death in a fight, and now he just had to take death's spot. So when you die, Chuck Norris is coming for you. That's what I think. So Chuck Norris beat death in a fight, and now he had to take death's spot. It's definitely how it went. I think it's funny. It says something though. I'm not saying it's funny he died. It's sad. Chuck Norris was the man, but Look at Willie Nelson. He's like what, 91, and he's still kicking. He's the man. Willie Nelson, still alive and kicking. I feel like he might have picked himself though. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Being death. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, he's the new death now. He's now people say they beat death. The only person that can do that is Chuck Norris, and now nobody can beat death because Chuck Norris is coming for you. Exactly. Hunter, he pickled himself. But phone ring? He's dude. I'm getting so many damn spam calls. They're like, your $36,000 loan is waiting for approval. Like, dude, f off. Getting so many spam calls like that at least 6 times a day, and I block every one that come through, but they use different numbers every time. Piss me off. Oh, Mama Beardsley won $500 on the Lowe's. You know, when you go to Lowe's, they have that survey you take, and you can win $500. She actually won that. Went to Lowe's the other day, and she got something and did the survey, and she won. She's one of the winners. So I was like, hell yeah. No Armageddon this year? I don't think so. They haven't said anything from what I've seen. So because I know they canceled a bunch of stuff last year, and I don't know if or when they're even going to do that again. I hope they do. That was pretty cool. Over at the Freedom Factory, I actually just found my Freedom Factory hat. Over, over, America. It was in my side by side. But yeah, I don't think Horizon said anything. I think they have a calendar you can check on their site, but I don't know. Who knows how updated those are? But if they do it again, I totally want to go. It's pretty neat. It's yeah, 100%. Like when I was cleaning out all the cubbies in there, I'm not gonna lie, I had my it's still over there, my big ass flashlight, and I because I have going through the woods and stuff, I had a bunch of leaves and stuff in the side pockets in the door. I put my light on, and then I moved stuff around with a really long flashlight to make sure there's no spiders, and I scooped all the stuff out. Call me baby all you want. I don't care. I don't mess around with spiders, dude. You missed the first year and was hoping to go second year. Yeah, they didn't do it last year, and I don't know if they're doing it this year. Actually, I have a huge ass Armageddon banner over here. I need to hang up. It's one of the real big ones, big as shit. Coming to put it over there. It's one of the really big ones. Armageddon. I was thinking about putting it over there next to the Kerr's banquet, but it might be too long. Might encroach on there. It might fit. It is real long though. Yeah, it was cool. I got to meet Avery and his wife from M2C. I met Aldo Loyal. I met I'm sorry, I forget his name. He I forget, oh man, I wish I remember his name. I'm sorry if you're here. He forgot his Creighton body, and he knew me, which blew my mind. And he's like, I don't have my. I was like, here, dude, use mine and just give it back to me when you're done. He was like, oh shit, thanks, dude. That and someone else I let borrow a gear or something. It was like a pinion or a spur, maybe. I was like, yeah, just get it back to me. And they did. They found me later and gave it back. It was cool, man. There was only one dude there. The when we were there, that was a turd. He was like an older guy. He was like a know-it-all, real ignorant to people. He was just not a nice dude. Like, and I don't have use for people like that. Like know-it-all, like his shit don't stink kind of person. Nah, I just keep my distance from those people because I don't get along with them. And I'm real bad at keeping my mouth shut. So I just don't. I just don't associate with people like that. Yeah, there was only one turd there. I'm sure there might have been more, but he was like the biggest turd in the punch bowl. Like he was a jerk. And is about an hour away from me, and I've never been. I need to make it to their business. Yeah, yeah. I definitely want to take a ride up there one day and go check it out. Yeah, exactly, Jeremy. I just don't bother. Weekend, yeah. No, that guy, like I said, I can deal with some jerks, man. He was just like so annoying. Like we were near the where they were selling trucks and stuff, and this lady was trying to buy trucks for her kids, and they came with batteries and stuff, and he like over talked everybody. He was like, "You're gonna need this," and blah 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 blah. I just looked at him and like kind of like got in front of him. I was like, "Look, you don't need to listen to him. It comes with everything you need. If you want, you can get extra, but you don't need them." And she's like, oh, okay, thank you so much. Like, dude, shut up. Like, nobody likes you. And he was just ignorant to everybody, though. Like, just dude was such a turd. No prep scene. I bet, dude. Especially like when it gets to like that level, I can see. But like I said, I just ugh. And everybody has their day. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can be a dick and not realize it, but this dude was like consistently an asshole every day. It was just not cool. And I'm real bad at keeping my mouth shut, dude. It can get me into trouble, so I just tend to walk away, not associate with people. I heard it can get pretty bad at like tracks. where people like do like legit races, which I can see. I'm not saying it's okay, but I can see it getting a little more. I don't know how to put it. A little more. I don't want to say. I guess serious maybe when it's you're like racing and you can win money and stuff. That's but like shut up at the end of the day. Like we're playing with toys. But I can see it getting kind of serious when it comes to like being able to win money and stuff. But that's why I don't people very much. One guy told me 60 miles per hour is low, is slow. So I said, "Come down and race me." He shut up his mouth. Yeah, intense. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. They're actually building a badass track near me, and it's county owned, and so it's free for anybody. And they're building like a big ass metal roof over it. It's big. It's gonna be a really nice track, and it's cool that it's county owned because like you can just go. So when that's set up, I'd like to go run some of the kits I have and stuff on the track. I'm gonna suck because I'm not a kit guy, but or a race guy, but all bark no bite. Yeah, people like that you can call them out. I like to, I like to people like that. I like to insult, but not directly, like little half-ass things. You're taking little bites at them, and then eventually they're like, "This guy's messing with me." You know what I mean? It's all mental game. That's how Great Lakes is. That's sick, dude. But yeah, the my buddy does that does the trees. Preston, his buddy's actually one of the guys like doing it all and stuff. I wonder how far along that is. It can't be that far off because I haven't seen an update in like a month. And last time they were like finishing up the roof that's going to cover it, so should be getting there. I might take a ride over there and just see what it's like. Yeah, I get it, Bob's. There's a lot of people like that though. But yeah, they tend to be like that. But not even just that. It's just some people are just you can't talk to them. You know. And there's certain people like they swear the sky's purple. Some people you just say, okay, you're right, whatever. It's not worth it, man. That's why I don't people, man. Stick to myself. Man, it sucks. I could have swore I had to do that, but I didn't have to put that servo in. But yeah, we're gonna run this off-road infraction today. Get a testaroonie in. I think it's gonna be pretty set. I gotta be careful with this. I keep bending razor blades. I keep like just messing with them, and I end up bending razor blades. I'm gonna cut myself one day. Yeah, I get it. But I have people from all walks of life, man. Like you don't have to think this thing to be buddies. You know what I mean? I have people that like we don't agree on everything, but you're not supposed to, man. Like everybody has their thing. That's a beautiful thing about America. As long as you're not hurting nobody and you're not a freaking toucher of people, if you know what I mean. Like I don't care. Do you? I don't care. We can be buddies. We can hang out. We don't have to agree on everything. But like, there's so many people nowadays that are like, you don't think like me. I don't like you. Okay, whatever. More power to you, I guess. That's just super close minded, dude. But yeah, man. Sorry, like I said, I could swear I had to do some wrenching, but I didn't. I totally forgot. I already got that done. I just found out how much a freaking center differential transmission setup is for those 8S rigs. I'm like, holy shit, I got two backed up. And Gus was looking to build one, and he told me how much all the whole setup was, like for all the parts. I was like, holy God, I'm glad I got backups. I totally didn't realize how much those were. I got like a whole transmission just sitting up there for an 8S rig. Gus has been doing some cool tractor stuff. If you don't know Gus's custom creations, he has like an old John Deere he fixed up. He used for plowing snow and stuff. How do you clean your RCs? Honestly, I'm really shitty at it. Most of the time, I just hit them with an air compressor. But if I do want to clean them, I'll use some simple green and a brush, and then I'll like just mist them with some water and simple green, and use the brush and stuff, and then hose it down, and then use the air compressor to dry them off real good, and then let them air dry even after that, and then hit them with the air compressor again. Make sure there's no sitting water anywhere, and then I just hit them with WD-40 in spots. If you really want to do it right, take the parts off and stuff. But I really don't clean them that like I should. But when I do, that's how I do it: simple green and a hose. I'll cover the ESC and servo, even though they're waterproof. I'd rather just have those covered just to be safe. And then yeah, I just simple green and scrub them. Every once in a while, I'll take a front and rear bulkheads off and then clean those separately and stuff. But I really don't clean them that much. Yeah, strip down and clean with simple green water mix. Has a really good cleaning spray foam. Do they? Yeah, I just normally do simple green, but I don't clean them as much as I should. Honestly, I'd say 90% of the time I just hit them with an air compressor. The main thing is if you're using that hose, make sure there's no standing water. Like make sure, like I recommend taking your tires off. Make sure there's no water in your bearings sitting there, and then once everything's dry, WD-40. Like especially where there's parts that are supposed to be moving, like your wheel bearings and stuff, I would hit with WD-40. And then after I'm done, I even just do like a mist of WD-40 on everything because it displaces water. So, but that's the main thing. Just make sure it's dry when you're done because you don't want your shit to rust, especially bearings. I prefer to just abuse them. Who cares about clean? Yeah, but man, especially like where I run with the sand and stuff, that grit gets everywhere, dude. And it'll just slowly grind away at everything. I think you're doing a whole rebuild. Believe me, I've done it. But yeah, most of the time I just hit them with the air compressor and get the gunk off. But complete breakdown is definitely a good way to go. At least just take the front and rear bulkheads off and then cover the gear underneath. I normally put like a piece of plastic or tape just so water don't get in where the diffs are. And then scrub it real good, hit it, and again, make sure it's dry and WD-40. Displace that water. You don't want your bearings to rust. But I'm not like I said, I'm not too, like, the inside of this is filthy. Like, I cleaned the Outcast 8S really good when I rebuilt that, but that's a rebuild, so. Yeah, that pit dust is bad. The stuff here is bad too. It's like sand. Real gritty, man. It gets everywhere. If you just look at it, it's in your bearing, you know? Reason I was asking, I was about to order some Cow RC products, but I'll use Simple Agreement WD. Yeah, I'm sure the Cow RC stuff's good. I heard their stuff's good. But I just, like I said, I just do the Simple Green thing. And WD. But yeah, I heard their stuff's really good. So if you want like a specific cleaner, I don't see that being bad at all. But I just never took cleaning them that serious, to tell you the truth. So the only time I'll like worry about cleaning them, is if I'm getting into diffs or if I know a bearing's starting to go or something. So I'll do a good cleaning and break it down and check stuff. But I don't do them often. Spray nine's really good too. I like this stuff. I've used spray nine too. It doesn't leave that soapy feel if you don't rinse it as well. Like Simple Green can have that like slippery soapy feel. This stuff works really good on like anything. I've used spray nine on a lot of stuff, and this is really really good. And you can get spray nine pretty much anywhere. Hell, I even clean like the stove inside and stuff with spray nine. Takes all the grease off and stuff. Spray nine's the shit. It's really really good. Yeah, it was the one thing with Simple Grain I noticed. Like you have to rinse and rinse, rub, rinse, because it'll leave that like slippery stuff to it, like the film. But that spray nine, dude, it's good stuff. Time is it? Oh, we're a little over an hour. Not bad. Not bad at all. Again, sorry for no wrenching, because I could have swore I had to swap that server, but I didn't. You should look into it. Yeah, dude, definitely. Like I said, spray nine's the shit. It's really really good. It eats through like grease, grime, dirt. Really, really good. Simple Green loves heat. It's like a poor man's prep. Yeah, but all right, I think we're gonna call it there. And let me get this off-road infraction out video soon. Uh, we're gonna. I'm not sure how I want to film it. I think I'm just gonna. What do you guys think? You think I should mount a GoPro before we end this? Let me know if you think I should mount a GoPro on this to get some on-road footage too. So I'll have like my head camera and this one. Like, I haven't done much of that, but we got to get mix it up a little. You know what I mean? Get like a on road or on board hauling ass down my dirt road. Cow RC stuff works good if you keep up with the RC. It's super dirty. You'll have to wash it heavy with degreaser. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, try a simple spray nine, dude. I'm telling you, that shit's so good. And it's not. It doesn't like eat up your hands and stuff either, like some things do. But I'm a big fan of the spray nine, dude. Hell yeah, it'd be nice FPF, FPV. Yeah. Well, I'm not a GoPro on it. I'm sure it'll get ripped off when I flip, but I don't know where I should mount it. I'd probably mount it on top, I guess. Maybe like back here. Down. I don't know. I'll have to mess around with it. Earl, off-road infraction. Look at that. Great clearance. And it still looks stock. Hell yeah. Rally truck. But yeah, let me end it. Let me stop rambling. Let's again, sorry for no wrenching. I could have swore I had to do that, but I've already done it. And we'll get this bad boy out there. Load it up in the side by side and go. We'll let Earl answer that because I'm curious what Earl thinks too. I think he's gonna go with the cow RC stuff. Fraction's a beast. Yeah, dude, I love the infraction. But I made her into a rally truck, ground clearance for days. Wait for Earl to see if he'll answer you, and then we'll end it. All right, just got your message, dude. That looks sick, dude. I'm not obviously going to say anything, but my approval for a $36,000 loan has been approved. Get the hell out of here. These damn spam calls, dude. Heavy cleaning, I use Simple Green as well. It will dry out plastic over time. We got to get that off road speed challenge going again, Earl. Off road speed challenge? Well, I'll enter this bad boy and do real off road, not just like a grass field. I'll take it to the power lines. This thing will go whoop, and fly off into the woods. Daily use calorie stuff. Nice. But, all right, guys, we're going to end there. Let's get this badass out there, do some runs. I have to figure out where I want to mount the GoPro. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't get ripped off and go flying into the woods somewhere, because I'm going to be doing it out here. But yeah, we'll end it like we always do. I appreciate you guys showing up like always. It blows my mind. Again, we're on the uptick. Like, share, tell your buddies there's a fat dude that plays RC cars you guys should go check out, because we're on the uptick, man. It's cool as hell to see. So, wherever you guys are in the world, have a good morning, afternoon, or night. Catch you guys soon. Maybe we'll do a live later today or tomorrow, maybe, depending what's going on. I'm going to grill some hot dogs later. But, yeah, wherever you guys are in the world, have a good day, and I will catch you guys soon. Look for this video soon. We're going to get that all done.